Hello, welcome to a new video. So today I am starting a brand new hobby. So I went into a hobby shop the other day and they had these. So I am a massive Final Fantasy fan, absolutely love Final Fantasy, have done since I was a kid, and they've just brought out this new pack of the Magic the Gathering cards, and this is Final Fantasy. So what Magic the Gathering is a tabletop trading card game where you can collect all the cards and you can also battle with them as well. So it's actually a game you play. So I went in and I know nothing about this, nothing at all. So this is a first look at how I'm going to get started going in this game. So I spoke to the guy in the shop, and what he said was, well, basically, I walked up to him and I said, I'm new to Magic the Gathering. I'm really interested in getting to know how to play and getting into it. What do you suggest? And he said, we're actually doing our pre-release of the Final Fantasy cards because these haven't actually fully been released yet. There is just a pre-release, and they had an event on and they actually had a few parts left over. So they were selling them off, which was fantastic. And he advised me that to get started, so this is basically everything I need to get started with Magic the Gathering. So yeah, so let's have a look on the back. And what it says, learn to play Magic today. Everything you need to play your first game of Magic the Gathering is right here. Enter the fray with 2 pre-built 60 card decks, each with 1 mythic and 5 rare cards to turn the tide of battle and kick off your collection. The included booklet will teach you the essentials and you'll be ready to play in no time. And what it has, it's got 2 ready to play 60 card decks. You have a Magic Play Guide, which apparently is going to teach me how to play the game. You've got 2 deck boxes, and you have a code to unlock both decks in Magic the Gathering Arena. Now, Magic the Gathering Arena, I know it's like an app that you can have on your phone or your tablet or your laptop, and it's basically being able to play the game digitally. And once you've got that, you can actually, whenever you get a deck, whenever you get cards, you can use these codes to actually unlock them in the game as well. So let's have a look inside and see what there is. Like I said before, this is the first time I've ever done anything with Magic the Gathering, so it's a brand new hobby, and I'm really excited to have a look at what this is all about. Right, so I'm guessing these are the game boxes. Sorry, the deck boxes. Yeah, so what I'm guessing is these all close up and it's what you carry your decks around in. Quite cool. It's got the characters from Final Fantasy on the front of one. So I believe that is a guy called Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. And this is Cloud, also from Final Fantasy VII. So you basically got your good and your bad sides. So if you've not played the game, they are fantastic games. Personally, I am in the middle of playing the remake of Final Fantasy VII, and I'm in the last chapter, and I'm very close to finishing before I start the next game of it. Yeah, so we've got 2 great boxes there, and we have the starter kit play guide. So yeah, all this is new to me. I have no idea what I'm doing. I know the basics. I've done a little bit of research, so I know there are the 5 different colours, and you kind of pick a colour or 2 that you're going to go with. So for example, if I was going to go with a green colour, that is a certain type of cards, and that's going to kind of show how you're going to play the game. Like for example, green, a great choice for beginners. Green is filled with nature's fiercest creatures. The bigger, the better. Green plays with the force as unstoppable as nature itself. animal lovers, this colour is for you. So going through this, you can kind of see what you're going to be doing. You've then got the contents of the box, an example play area, how to start a tabletop game. Again, all this means nothing to me at the moment, but the whole point of this channel is to try new things, is to learn, and hopefully some of you guys can learn with me. So game actions, what to do in the combat with the attacking, how to read a magic card. Yeah, so there is a lot going on here. And then what all these different codes mean. So let me grab a card, let's go for that one. So you can see here you've got like the names of the people, what type it is. So I know you've got two types of cards. You have creatures and I think they're called lands. So lands are what you put to power up your creatures basically. So he's a creature, he's what you're going to use to attack, and these are the lands that you're going to need to actually play him. 4/4 here, not a clue what that means. However, I'm sure it's all going to become apparent. And then parts of the turn, what you can do, different phases within it. The game is really complex. From what I've seen, it's a complex. There's so many different options you could do. And yeah, it's meant to be fantastic fun. So I'm really excited to get started. So that is the starter kit play guide. Now, on to the main thing. That's your code you get to actually type into Magic the Gathering Arena, which I will do. Can't see all the cards. I don't want anyone else using that. Yeah, let's get into the cards. So, I believe you get 2 foil cards, which this one and this one. You've got Cloud, the planet's champion, and you've got Sephiroth, the planet's heir. So they're gorgeous looking cards. I love how the light's shining off that. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop them on their respective card decks. And let's get stuck in to one of these packs. So yeah, as I said, this is literally the first time I've ever opened up these sort of cards before. So I'm really excited. This is a great bit of fun. There you go. Scan here to get started to learn to play Magic. And that's just the Magic community. Okay. So another card showing what you can do. So I'm guessing that's a handy guide that you can have next to you to actually kind of just guide you through as you're playing, really. Show you how to attack, how to block. And then here are the cards. So these 2 cards here, I have no idea what this is. Okay, so this token can be used to represent a copy of something else. So I'm guessing you can use that to represent something. And that is a robot warrior and some treasure. Again, we're going to go into this probably in another video about what all this means. So they're double-faced cards, which are quite cool. So the back of the cards, they all have, unless they're a double-sided card, have Magic the Gathering Deckmaster on. Really nice cards, really good quality. And yeah, so I'll just go through a few of these. Seymour Flux, I remember him from some of the games. Now I'm pretty sure this goes through all of the different games. I think there's maybe 15, 16 games of the Final Fantasy franchise, starting from the old 8 and 16-bit games back in the day to remastered masterpieces that they're making these days. So these look like, what are these? Sorcery, legendary creatures. Okay, so that's a creature. So that's what you're going to use to attack. All these artifacts and like sorcery and instants, there's something completely different that's in the game. I don't know what that is yet, but I'm going to learn. So we will see this at some point. Here we go. So there's a lot of creatures here. So there's rats, Shinra reinforcements, Sephiroth's intervention. So that's an instant. So I guess that's something you can do. So when you get one of these, you kind of use it. So for example, destroy target creature, you gain 2 life. So I'm guessing you use this card and be like, I'm going to use this, and that's what you get for it. More creatures. Al Bhed Salvagers. Al Bhed Salvagers. So I remember them from another game. I can't remember what the game is. I think it's the one where they play the game Blitzball. I'm thinking Final Fantasy X. Correct me if I'm wrong, or tell me if I'm right. Again, more instants. I'm going to see if I can find some planes. Some land, sorry. There we go. So Trino Dark City, that is a land. So these sort of lands are what you use to actually cast your attacks. So basic lands here, islands. Yeah, really fancy looking cards. The game's looking quite good. Swamp, and then again you can see the different types there. So different types do different things and power up different sort of characters. So yeah, so there's some cool cards there. And like I said before, each pack comes with a foil, which I'm guessing is also quite a strong character. So that is your Sephiroth pack. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop this in the deck here, the deck pack. Yeah, it's really nice, that is. And then let's open the second one. Again, we've got these basic cards at the back. And then what have we got? We've got 2 more of the double-sided heroes. They're token creature heroes. I will find out what these do. Unless, if you're watching this and you know what these do, feel free to put a comment in. The best way for me to learn is for people to correct me and tell me what I'm doing. And then I can look into it and actually look in further videos about what we're going to do and talk about it all. So again, back to the cards. And let's see what is in the cloud side. So in my opinion, these are going to be the good guys. So these are guys you want on your side. So you've got White Mage, who's a creature. Beatrix, the Loyal General. Ah, Lightning. So I remember them from one of the games. Ultimate Weapon. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Cloudbound Moogle. God, Moogles I remember. So I've not played a lot of these games in a long time. I'm just getting back into it. So what we got? Dwarven Castle Guards, Instance, Fate of the Sun Crest, Slash of Light. Yeah, there's loads of stuff going on here. This is great. Another creature, Grahatia. Yeah, that's some form of cat archer. A Shopkeep. That's interesting. One of the creatures you can use to do an attack is a Shopkeep. That's pretty cool. Warrior's Sword is an artifact, a piece of equipment you can use. Sorcery, so I'm guessing they're like spells. Barret Wallace. I love Barret. He is in Final Fantasy VII, so he is one of the guys that will be with Cloud. So in the game, these 2 guys are, they're accused of being bad guys, but it actually turns out they're good guys, and they're trying to save the planet, and they are against one of these bad guys here, Sephiroth. And here we go. Here's the lands you've got. So Rabanasta Royal City, and then back into the basic lands here, the plains. So again, we've got different types of plains here, different types of lands, sorry. Seventh Heaven, that's a place out of Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, it's really cool, this is. And then, yeah, some mountains, a different type. And I love the fact that, you know, you've got mountains. It's basically the same card, but they've gone through the effort of putting different artwork in each one, which I think is really cool. yeah, so that is basically the opening of the starter kit. So that's really cool. I'm really happy with that. Let me pack this one away. And I guess the next stage for me and anyone that's starting with me is to actually learn how we do this. So I'm going to go away. I'm going to have a good old read through the play guide. If I can close the box. There we go. Yeah, so I'm going to have a good read through this, watch some more videos online and actually see what we're doing and how we play the game. So I'll be back in a further future video to, yeah, talk about what I've learned, how I'm going to go forward. And I think the main thing is, because this is a 2-player game, I need to find a friend. And then once we've done that, oh, actually, one point before I go, one thing that most people do is these cards can hold quite a lot of value, and they recommend keeping them in these plastic sleeves. So I've gone and bought, I think, 600 sleeves. It came in the pack, and I think it was like £12. So it's good investment to keep your cards in good nick. So it's just a plastic sleeve, stops them getting scratched, damaged. So when I do the next video, what I'm also going to do, and I'm dying to do it, is open these. I bought 2 packs of play boosters just to see what sort of stuff we get in there, and because these are 2 set decks, so anybody that buys the starter kit will have these decks. So they're very common, and you know, there's not a lot of variety. Now the way to get better when you're playing and to add variety and different attacks to surprise people, there's a massive element of surprise in the game, is to add these. Play boosters will actually, yeah, add to it and give you a lot more ideas of things you can do. Okay, so the plan is I'm going to put regular updates. I'm probably going to stick to small videos, you know, 10, 15, 20 minutes max, about how I'm getting on, maybe weekly, and discuss where I am, what I want to do next, and just show my journey of learning. So yeah, if you're interested, please subscribe, like, comment, and join me on the next one.